And welcome back to another episode of FawrOut Perspective Podcast. I'm Curt Architect.
It's your boy Wa2timez, your girl's favorite ex.
That's right. We're back for another episode. It's a new year. Happy New Year 2023.
Happy New Year, y'all.
New year, new spaces you can see. We were recording at Huga for a while and starting the new year fresh at the space we're currently at now. So shout out to Gavin.
Shit,
very
nice.
courteous.
You got Kobe on the wall.
Hey, we got Kobe. You got the vibes in here. You got the lights.
Man. We doing different stuff this year.
Yeah, man, just doubling down on being consistent and carrying out things that we say that we're going to do. And it is a new year, but we did have a loss over the holiday break. Towards the end of last month, we did lose one of our dear friends, Shane Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys know Shane, he's actually a part of FawrOut from the beginning. He's one of the people that basically created it around and with. He was there from the very beginning. Unfortunately, he took his life December 30th of this past month. Just kind of want to dedicate this episode to him as well. One of the last times I seen him, he did mention the podcast and things picking up, and always very encouraging, very positive. Never was a hater.
Good man all around.
Good guy. Unfortunately, he's lost a battle with depression. Me and Wawa have actually known him since. Well, Wawa's been here a little bit longer, but we all met each other around middle school, 8th grade for me.
Yeah.
He's been around a long time, so he's really a part of the fabric of FawrOut, and even helping with giving me ideas to where we are now, like the transitions that we're making, and kind of helping me see a bigger vision for the brand as well. So just want to honor and dedicate this episode to him, and then the rest of the year as well from FawrOut to Shane. So
We bro. Love you.
Yeah, love you for sure, man. Long live Shane. We actually had booked a therapist to be on. I'm a part of Phi Beta Sigma, if you don't know, if you're new to this. Shane is also my line brother. He's a part of Phi Beta Sigma as well. We had a licensed therapist scheduled to come on today. But congrats to him. His wife did go into labor late Thursday night, early Friday, and he just had a new baby boy. He was supposed to be on with it this morning. We did want to have a licensed therapist on just to really go over mental health. Depression, the talks that sound cliche, or mental health, check on your mental health. Mental health is important, check on your friends, but that's more evident and important than ever. We do acknowledge those things, and we are aware of how important it is to check on your mental and checking on your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So we did want to do it right and actually have someone licensed again.
Right, instead of just hearing from us.
Yeah, so again, he did just have a new child, so congrats to him. But while I know you mentioned, well, first I did want to kind of share stories about Shane. So like, what's some of your memories of Shane?
One of my funniest memories of Shane is, so me and him have this thing going where he's a giant, Cowboys Giants, and we always bet on the game. We don't even look at the rosters. You feel me? It's just like, all right, who's gonna play? Either we bet on the first game or the second game they play. We used to do that every year for probably like 5 or 6 years, and Cowboys been whooping up on the Giants for a lot of years. Yeah, like so. I mean, me and Shane get into this. We get into this argument, and Shane's really calm, but I seen I had him. I seen he was angry.
You had him on the ropes.
I had him on the ropes, and he was mad, and then he just ended up hanging up on me. And I think the Cowboys and Giants played maybe 2 weeks after that. And when me and him make bets, we always act like we from the 70s. We always use words like jive turkey. You sucker, stuff like that. I'm like, well, put 100 on this sucker, and stuff like that. And we ain't talk. I thought he still was mad at me. And for some reason, the Cowboys lost in Cowboy fashion to the Giants. And Shane called me like immediately after the game. I didn't pick up. He called me again. I didn't pick up. And then he sent me a text. Saying, "You better send me my money, you jive turkey." And I was like, damn, like, and and he's my brother, so I always knew, like, even when we had those fights, like, we were always still, we was always still cool, because even he was mad at me, he still hit me up in 70s form, like, I want my money, you jive turkey. Yeah. And, that was always Shane. He was always a good friend. And he was my voice of reason, because he was probably one of the only guys when we were younger, or even till today, I could always talk to about just like issues, and he'll give me like a real response. He wouldn't give me that regular nigga response to be like, oh damn, that's crazy, or oh yeah, oh man, it sucks, shit like that. Like, he actually would give me like real advice.
Right.
So that's one thing I'm really gonna miss, because Shane was always, no matter how crazy I got, Shane could always tell me like, yo, why, like, yeah, this ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
So But yeah, I'm gonna miss him a lot, man.
Yeah, same. I was saying on Facebook and stuff, and that even at his at the funeral, that we did grow apart over the years, but we were still always had a great rapport and a great amount of respect for each other. I think I used that as maybe a defense to maybe soften the blow of what happened, but I kept saying that, but I literally saw him that week, like 5 days before. Like Christmas night, I'm at his mom's house with him and his kids. You know, I never would have thought 5 days later he would, he would do that. But yeah, speaking on him just being a great friend, I always admired him for his confidence because he's a bigger guy. So at his funeral, I was just telling the story, like kind of like just how funny he was and confident he was. Because since he's a bigger guy, I remember somebody's like, "Yo, Shane, bro, you fat, bro? Like, you fat, man." And I remember Shane responded like, "Fat and fabulous." Yes. And just like how he's able to flip things and just this confidence, never hated on nobody. Again, like you said, kind of a voice of reason. Like when he got mad, he was really mad. But more times than not, he was a voice of reason. I remember I was siding with one of my other friends about something he was going through with the child of his, with the mother of his child. And I was kind of deciding my friend, like, yeah, I kind of feel him. I think he right. Like, yeah, she's fucked up for this and that, third. And then Shane was like, yo, Curt, there's two sides to every story. So just hearing that alone.
Right, from your friend instead of him just like, just
how sound he was, like just to kind of piggyback off what you said as far as his advice and not the typical, yeah, bro, yeah, I feel you, bro.
That shit is stupid, man.
So yeah, him just being a voice of reason, well, just good energy, spirit guy. Again, we just kind of want to bring it back to, checking in on your friends. But I think the reality of things, sometimes people can already have it made up in their minds of, what they want to do. So I was sharing with some of my other friends, we don't really have regret about could we have done more or been better, because he knew we were there for him and he knew he had love. But I think that's the reality of depression or the illness that it is, like in mental health. Like, you can have support, you can have resources, and the dark reality is sometimes somebody can still, knowing that can still make that decision. But we love him. Long live Shane. I kind of rely on a lot. I kind of get a lot of my comfort just knowing that he's at peace for real. Yeah. And I'm the godfather of his son. My other boy Nick, he'll probably be on this podcast when he comes back down to Charlotte. He's the godfather of his daughter. So, we hear from him. His spirit is alive as long as we're here. Shane's still here, and you know him for his sneakers, being into fashion. Then he called himself the overweight lover in the house one time. Like, this is a funny guy, man. So just remember him in happier times, and I'll always be grateful and thankful for him to believe in the FawrOut from the beginning, and it's kind of always been a source of confidence. Like, I would always share with him, even when we were distant, I would share with him every step of the way. I have him becoming more of myself, speaking up more, all these things, and that's just a guy I always kind of shared him life updates with. So
And lastly, for you people that identify as a strong friend, tell somebody something, man. Even if you don't talk to your friend or somebody, talk to a therapist, a psychiatrist, find somebody to talk to, Don't just hold it all in. Like, there are people that are willing to listen to you. Right. Shit, call me. God damn it, I'll help you out.
Yeah, just don't be too prideful.
Don't be too prideful. People that consider themselves as strong friends. You need to talk to somebody too. You can't hold all that in forever.
That's true. And even if you do feel like you're good, because I was, to be honest with my friends, I feel like I have an arrogance a little bit when it comes to mental health. Because I feel like I know it's okay to cry. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad if I cry, or less of a man. But some people really bottle things up. So I am going to seek therapy myself. I've been wanting to do it prior to this passing, but now I definitely can't lose a friend to depression and then not. Well, what am I doing to spread awareness? Like, I got to check.
Just check on yourself, man.
And I know you actually have had your first therapy session already for the year.
Curt, that's really personal. Why would you say that?
I told you I was going to bring it up.
That's insane. I just had I had my first therapy session this year.
Page here.
I always, we always on the same page. It was my first session, so we kind of just feeling each other out. I do have a black man, to talk to. So my first session, we just feeling each other out. I really don't. I went there because I know what I need to work on. That ain't none of y'all business. But yeah, it was cool. I'm doing my next session is the 4th of February. I'm doing like once a month because I feel like I'm pretty great already. So one session a month should be all right. Who knows? We'll see after the second session how I feel. But I like it. The first session was pretty good. When you're talking to somebody about your issues, you can kind of hear where you're wrong at or stuff like that. So I think that's good to have an unbiased opinion Because, you know, I get tired of hearing that, oh, man, that's crazy shit. So,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, it is good to hear unbiased opinion. That's what I was saying. I have to get my arrogance from. Because I feel like I worked out all of my problems, but I know what triggers me.
Yeah.
I feel like because I know the source of problems, I feel like I don't really got to talk to nobody about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it does help to have someone to go to. So that's what I want to do for myself. So shout out to you for doing that.
Yeah, man. You got to work on it, man. One of my New Year's resolutions.
For sure. So, yeah, because I'm going to join you in that boat pretty shortly. Yeah, so long live Shane. Rest in peace. We love you.
Always.
And, yeah, we're going to continue his legacy.
Right. Through your kids, man.
For sure. But to jump into this a little bit lighter subject, lighter news, it is still a new year. I did want to talk about if you had any commitments or New Year's resolutions for 2023.
I do.
What you got going?
It's one I've been having for the past 4 years.
What's that?
It's to read a book a month.
Okay.
And I always make it to about June, but that sun hit me, man, and them books, they, you know, they get wet in water. I can't have no book while I'm in the beach.
Yeah.
In the sand, I can't have no sand on my pages while I'm reading.
Nah, I read my 4 agreements in DR, or finished it in DR. Though.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah, I'm just making excuses. But this time it's different because I have an accountability partner. Shout out Sharif. Besides that, just get back in shape. You know, November and December was a lot. It was a lot of food, man.
Right. Yeah,
it was a lot. So much mac and cheese, bro. Like, I don't want to see no more mac and cheese.
Yo, that reminded me of after Shane, we was at our boy Stu house, and when Nick was down here, we was talking about we had just left the spot you was at for New Year's, and we was on the way to Stu crib, and I think they just had mac and cheese at the house you was at. Yeah. So Nick, you know, he drunk, he's like, yo, Stu, y'all got mac and cheese? Like, we need mac and cheese, bro. And then Stu's like, mac and cheese? Like, we just had that 3 times in a row. Like, he just talking about, like,
the holidays, bro. It's everywhere.
Like, we just had that shit like 3 times. That shit was funny as hell.
I had it all 3 times.
Yeah, I think
I was not slacking on the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in a new gym now, getting in shape. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, this podcast I'm gonna be, you know, every episode. Hopefully, y'all see a different new body, new me.
Hell yeah, I'm probably just gonna wear bigger sweatshirts. Nah, I'm gonna start working out too. I did work out a while.
I ain't seen him since.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him since.
I could blame my job, but I'm gonna push my hours back. I think I told him I'm gonna start going in at 8:30. So I think that gives me time to work out.
8:30.
Yeah.
Oh, going in work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna do that in February.
Yeah, cause Curt had all the. You want to tell me the excuses you had when we was at the gym
at
6 o'clock in the morning?
I had to gotta feed my dog, and then Harrison, I guess he got a dog.
Right. You said I gotta work early. Harrison gotta work early.
Yeah.
And then what was the last one you said you gotta do?
I said I gotta give my dog a special massage at like 8:05, like clockwork. I can't miss it. Yeah, I had a boat
anything but come to the gym for an hour.
Yeah, my legs are just now really have stopped hurting. I've just now really stopped being sore, which is crazy.
Soreness is weakness.
Yeah, I remember I tweeted that. You said that's weakness leaving your body, but like I'm like limping. I look like Forrest Gump when he had the bracelet on his leg. How he was walking crazy. Like that's how I was walking after our gym session on Monday.
You got a stretch, bucko.
Yeah, but even stretching is like, oh my god.
Yeah,
like,
supposed to.
Felt like the tires. Like, what more do you want from me? Like that was a lot, man.
Got to stretch, bucko.
Now I'm gonna get back with it though. I think my goals for this year is just really continuing to stand on things I say I'm gonna do. You mentioned reading more. I do got to shout out my cousin Drew. Shout out to Judah. We were talking on the phone this week, and he just exchanging books that we've been reading or recommendations, and one that he's been mentioning for a long time is The Ways of the Superior Man. So I definitely think I want to tap into that. The person I'm growing into and becoming, I definitely want to tap into Ways of the Superior Man. I think the last book I read was The 4 Agreements. That's a good one too, if y'all want to read that.
It's a good book, yep.
Yeah, I think my goals for this year is just upping my income, working on certification so I can put myself in a better situation. So trying to scale, but still, work on my business and brand, and just going up at everything that I do. So that's really all my goals. And to work out more, get a little healthier. Yeah, that's all I really want to do for 2003. Just everything. When I look back at the end of this year, I want to be able to say all the things I said I was going to do. I'm either did it or on the way to completing it.
Amen.
So that's all I want to do. So that's my New Year's resolution. But I did want to touch on some current events going on. I know we're kind of, late starting back, but given everything that's going on. But I did want to talk about your boy Jeffrey.
Hey,
Big Jeff. Thugger. I just recently, this other day, like his co-defendant passed him a Percocet in court, and I thought that was pretty fucking wild.
It was wild.
Yeah, but like, what are your thoughts on? Obviously, we know the RICO case surrounding him, but what do you think about the whole snitching? Like, I know that's a tired topic, but I just find it really funny how just how people kind of go back on what they say and contradict themselves. Like, we all hate 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
But then Gunna, even prior to this, he already kind of had like some snitching stuff around.
Yeah.
I don't care about snitching. I'm a civilian.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a strong advocate. Whenever they say they made sidewalks for a reason, like I'm the person that is.
I'm on that goddamn sidewalk.
I'm on the sidewalk. I'm telling you guys.
I'm not in the streets.
They made sidewalks for a reason. So I just think street politics and all that shit is stupid because there's no respect there. There's
not
no
anymore.
love there. They got me to be nowhere solid or, held shit down and are either in jail or got set up by somebody or no longer here.
Everybody's solid until they in that interrogation room.
Yeah, I remember a cop I met.
That shit changes your whole outlook on life.
Yeah, I remember my boy Micah. He had like a little kickback at his house a couple years ago, like summertime shit. And there's a police officer there from Philly. He's a DC cop. And he was talking about like how everybody talk all this no snitching and all this tough shit, and then as soon as they start facing real time, you actually got.
They start putting them numbers out in your face.
Yeah, they start putting them jersey numbers at you. It was like, oh shit,
jersey numbers.
Yeah, man. For real, I start getting jersey numbers like
12 to 25. Whoa.
I gotta do the whole thing.
Shoot, I ain't John Moran.
Yeah,
Hold on.
All that tough shit goes out the window. So it's like Gunna's like Meek Mill and Lil Baby and all them unfollow him, but I mean, they probably knew he wasn't built like that. I just think it was the protection of Young Thug. But what are your thoughts on just snitching and not snitching and just the whole stupid street logic?
Yeah, I mean, if you in the streets and you doing that, I think it's snitch. It is that's a form of snitching. Mm-hmm. Well, that is snitching if you in the streets and you living like that. But if you're not living like that, I'm calling the cops. I'm not about to. You feel me? I got what I got on me, but. Mm-hmm. I want these police to handle it before I do, cause you feel me. I gotta handle it. I'm still a black man with a gun. You feel me? Right. They think somebody else made the call. They end up coming to kill me, but I'm calling the cops. I ain't fucking around. I don't live by no streets. I don't go out there and do no crazy shit. Like I'm on my business. I go to work. Right. That ain't me. Right. I grew up. I seen how street niggas live and the shit that they do, and it's fun. I mean, you see the fun stuff. They rap about the fun stuff, but you don't see like the people that's the killers, the shooters. They can't sleep at night. They paranoid. They dreaming about the person they killed. They can't stop seeing their faces. Like it's not a good life. You got kids.
Yeah.
You locked up. Fun. You feel me? You had a great 4 or 5 year run. You ballin'. You got all that. Now you locked up. Your kids is growing up. And somebody's blasting your baby mom back out. Oh, crazy.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
And you locked up trying to protect your shit.
Yeah. I just hope we break them shackles of snitching. I kind of hate
her back out.
Yeah.
The kids are still awake.
Yeah, man. Probably replenish himself with a nice Kool-Aid jammer, or
it's
Capri
me.
Sun.
Huh?
It's me. I'm nigga. But I just hope we do away with a lot of toxic shit, just the whole culture. Well, not the whole culture, but just certain parts of it.
A lot of it is toxic, though.
The messaging, like even I love Glorilla. Y'all know that. We have a whole episode with the title of why she's top 5.
She still is.
She is, but even the song "Her Money Back," on what you on, like, just
what my nigga. He ain't shit. Some.
That shit is so goddamn ignorant.
It's good though.
Yeah, but this shit is just ignorant, man. I just hope we change the messaging. I hope the frequency changes.
I saw somebody was like, what happened to like the old, R&B and stuff like that, saying you love them. They had like, the Gorilla and Moneybagg posting. It's like nobody's going to Moneybagg Yo and Gorilla looking for love. Like, that's not those not the people you look for when you want some slow jams.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
That's just they lane,
But Gloria, she be talking about love and black love and how things ain't how they was back in the day. So she'd probably be a good wife to some nigga.
Oh, really?
Fresh out the feds, probably.
Fresh out the feds? You can't have no good man? Damn.
No.
Well, there are good people. Good men come out the feds.
Yeah, exactly. You
put that out.
Look at Wallow. Look at
that. Shit, that's 20 years. Fuck.
Yeah, 20 years is crazy, bro.
Right.
It's like all about perspective, man. FawrOut perspective. But
yeah.
I'm always gonna drop a plug for that. But I want to talk about another oldie but goodie, because some time has passed since the last time we recorded, and you've been a strong person in believing that this man was guilty of what he was accused of. We are talking no other than 4'8", Tory Lanez of Canada, who's found guilty.
4'8",
He's a short
140 pounds wet.
Yeah, man. So, what do you think about that? I know you were one of the first people that always kind of like, you know.
I was always on Meg's side. Check my Facebook.
Yeah, man.
What do I think about it?
I know it's kind of old now. It's called oldie but goodie because it's still kind of a hot take. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that case?
Not really no thoughts. I kept I saw this girl post. She was like, when niggas bring their kids to to court, you know they going to jail.
Yeah, that's why he said he wish he would have spoke or some shit like that. Maybe he wish he would have testified.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point, you know, if black women, they've been crying wolf about certain things, and you gotta listen. Meg, why would she lie about getting shot in her foot in the first place? So
right, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense. But when you get social media involved and you got all these detectives and all these bloggers and vloggers and shit, and they giving their opinions and they don't have facts, you just gotta wait for the court case to come out, because you start talking crazy on the internet. You got all these, I think this happened and this happened. They gonna play that shit back when it comes to. So
yeah,
because all them opinions do not matter in court. It's all about facts and evidence. And social media is just opinion, all opinions.
That's what they're kind of talking about too with when you do present these court cases, like people are judged in like really the public opinion of people. So like, you're kind of not giving a fair trial. Now I do feel bad for Megan, obviously her being shot, but also.
I do too, because I made some jokes. I had some really good jokes about it. But I'm not going to say none of it, but I left him alone now.
Yeah, good job, man.
I'm still on her side, though.
I think it made me think of Andrew Schultz. He's going to call her misled.
Yeah, that was good. We going to talk about it.
That's fucked up. But I think I'm pretty, I just feel bad as far as her personal life out there, like who she slept with, things of that nature, because, she had the interview, I think it was...
Gail.
Yeah, Gail King, and she mentioned, she asked if you have relations or slept with Tory Lanez, and she was crying. No.
Yeah, 50 Cent said that during his apology.
Yeah, then it came out that she did, but it's like that's irrelevant. But it just makes her look more like, even though she's the victim, she's still getting dragged, because now it's like you slept with your best friend, dude behind her back, and they bring in the baby, threw his 2 cents out there about them having relations, and it's just
it really didn't do anything. They tried to mess up her character.
Yeah, I just feel bad as far as her her character being attacked, because she's already the victim in the case. Like the dude's found guilty, he's going to go to jail, but it's like, dang, she still got this reputation. She still kind of getting dragged through the mud. So I just feel bad for her in that accident or that aspect. So
for sure.
Yeah, man. Another transition I do want to talk about, moving away from that case. Did you have any wild wisdom for the first time for this 2023 brand new year? Any wild wisdom?
The brand new year, do I have any wild wisdom? So what I got today is basically just another saving technique that I try to do myself, because everything I show you guys are things that I try to do. So for this one, I made it a goal to so what is it called? So on Bank of America, I'm just gonna use Bank of America because that's what I use now.
You had no trouble this week from them?
You
ain't had no troubles this week from them?
What's going on with Bank of America?
They messed up people's accounts, I think, and show people were in debt or just fucked up their balance in their account. Like it was some real blowback from.
I ain't. Money's still there.
Just curious if you had.
Hey.
Yeah, what's
Tell
up?
them the money is still there, Curt.
Money's still good.
Money is still good.
Got you.
But no, I do this thing where it always takes out I'm $50 every week, no matter what, so I don't have to touch it, because I think one thing people don't understand is, we got bills and stuff to pay, but you need to pay yourself first. You need to put some money aside for yourself first. And always, I'm not saying you got to put away a rack, $500, whatever you can, just put that away for yourself, and just by little, watch it grow. Just put away a little bit of money. I've been doing that with certain stocks, maybe buy a half a stock here, and then next week, it'll be the other half of that stock, and I'll just keep doing that, and I've been watching it grow. And if you, I keep up with crypto and stocks and stuff like that, and I've gotten to a point where I've been doing that so much. Ethereum is one of the biggest coins out there, and I finally hit one of my goals of having a full a full coin. So I'm kind of excited about that. I want to get another coin before the end of the year, but I was just putting away like $50 every month, just letting it go. Every Friday it came out my account. And yeah, and compound interest, and the more you compound on top of that, and once you get to like a certain, them zeros start adding up, it gets crazy.
Okay.
And yeah, compound interest, look it up, people. It's what you need to make money. Always pay yourself first too, no matter what you get. Put about 10%, something, a couple quarters, anything. Put it to yourself. You deserve it. You worked hard that week. Don't give all them white folks your money.
That's right. Okay, well, with the financial advice first of the year.
Something easy, bro. Something easy.
I feel like you refreshing people's memory, jogging people's memories about things we might have learned in college. But
Yeah.
We might have fell off from like compound interest.
Yeah, I don't want to make it too difficult. I'll just try to keep it simple.
I like that.
Real simple, real simple.
I like that. I did want to ask if you had like a that's far out story, but I don't really have one other than that I thought about earlier.
I got a few what we can talk about, but I'm gonna start with the most recent one I just heard. So I don't know if you guys heard, but about a California family got some land back from some that was taken from them by the whites, and yeah, and they just sold the land that they just got back from them for $20 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when we supposed to work way more than that though, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
I don't know why they sold it, but that's a good little, that's a chunk. That's some generational type money if you know what you're doing with it.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have sold it though.
Yeah, that reminded me of Carlos Miller. Like he was talking about, we went to go see him a couple weeks ago to meet Miles and Derry, and we were talking about. Carlos was talking about, in general in stand-up, he's talking about like he can't wait to get reparations so he can spend it as fast as they can before they change their mind.
Yeah, inflation gonna go through the roof and black people get.
We just talking about before these white folks change their mind, so I just find that hilarious to blow all that bag.
You're gonna have to, because they're gonna change the dollar sign. I'm like, yeah, we don't do George Washington. We don't do Bentleys. No,
it probably would be worth it by the time you do give us reparations.
But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Another thing that I heard that was really wild was, I would say maybe last year or the year before that, Nat Turner's family just got his skull back because his skull was on the black market.
Jesus Christ.
Because a lot of things from slavery on the black market.
See how they do it, man? That shit is crazy.
They have they have a pair of like skin shoes that are all slave. That's all slave skin. And it's worth millions, and it's on the black market. And they just keep selling it back and forth on the black market. A whole bunch of things from slavery they sell.
They're saying it's like pop-up stores, like little stores and shops of like memorabilia from like the Civil War and shit, like basically KKK memorabilia and shit.
Yeah, that stuff is, yeah.
Yeah, and they're saying that shit really goes for a lot. Because I think somebody was joking saying they was trying to get in there and then they kind of lock the doors or hide things in the back. So that's real ill that people really make money off of that.
I thought that was crazy that his family just got his skull back.
Yeah, that's disgusting, bro. That's a whole bunch of wicked shit, man.
That is very weird. But yeah, that's pretty much my far out news for today. Oh yeah, and the far out fact that I've heard a lot of people say and they don't understand.
What's that?
Why Jamaicans are labeled as homophobic.
You listen to Tariq Nasheed on 85 South.
Of course I did.
Yeah, bro.
But I watched Colors though. I seen them all.
Yeah, I seen Colors.
Yeah. I haven't seen I haven't seen 5, but I seen 1 through 4. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I got it from there, but I remember that from Colors too.
Yeah, let the people know that don't know why Jamaicans or people you think are super homophobic. Let them know.
Exactly. Jamaicans are that way because the plantation in Jamaica was where they sent some of the strongest slaves that wouldn't submit, and they would do this thing called buck breaking, where they would pretty much rape the strongest men that they had at these plantations. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's very frowned upon in Jamaica, because I always hear people be like, why are they so weird and stuff like that about certain stuff, and that's why, because buck breaking was the place to do it in Jamaica. So they go pretty hard for that type of for homophobia and stuff like that, and it makes sense, because of the past. But a lot of people don't know that, and they think they just being just rude and just being like assholes, but they're really not. Bro. It's trauma. It's years of trauma built in, and people should know that.
Such a wicked world, man.
It's so sad. Buck breaking is so crazy.
Yeah, we're still fucked up from so much shit. This in general, this is a little off subject, but just
nothing's off subject and far out.
Right, bro. motherfucking right.
God damn it.
Well, mine is just like, you know, I've been dating and things of that nature.
What?
Been a lot more open to ideas of like a woman that maybe dates around or he sleeps around or whatever.
We're talking about you. We ain't talking about women.
Oh, I'm just saying I don't really judge that. Like I know Lori Harvey does it. I don't even mean to bring up Lori Harvey. She disconnected when talking about women dating around a lot. But I think I'm somewhat a lot sensitive to if a woman maybe shared herself with a lot of partners, right? Because she could be sexually liberated, or also, on a serious note, she could have been molested too, or something could have happened to her, like younger. So you think of losing that innocence, or you know, maybe feeling like your worth is down, or I just look at things differently when we reflect on girls that might have been loose in the day, or people we could have went to high school with, or college. You know, it could be sexual liberation, but it also could have been they could have been assaulted as a child or a teenager. So,
I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm just saying, you were talking about like buck breaking and like why Jamaicans are homophobic and things of that nature, and it comes from them breaking down the strongest man and things of that nature. So it just made me think of how it registers, how it's a trickle down, like how they are homophobic because of things that happened to their people in the past, or people in the past, and then you think of just sexual assault and just things of that nature in general. You think of people that maybe get around a lot, or even guys that might get around a whole lot, or kind of you think are like assholes, like they could have been touched as kids too.
Oh yeah, I get you. Because just past trauma.
Do you know Big U, the guy? I think he started like the Rolling 60s set for the Crips. He
Okay.
had a show. He had a show with Deborah, Waka Flocka's mom. And,
Yeah, I know Deborah.
Yeah, I forgot. I think it's called Hip Hop Undercover or something like that. People that was kind of peddling some things behind hip hop. Anyway, Big U, when he was in prison, he was talking about like a lot of the tough guys, a lot of the gang members in jail that had been killed, did all this type of shit, or even had a whole bunch of women, whatever. A lot of them was robbed of their innocence when they was kids. So as a way to kind of combat that, or nobody's gonna touch me, nobody's gonna take nothing from me, nobody's gonna do nothing to me. They kind of display this behavior or this toxic male behavior, but a lot of that really comes from being touched. So the Jamaican homophobic thing, it just made me think of like the sexual abuse in general and how it triggers and brings out different behaviors for people. So,
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I had to bring it back around. So I wasn't just going off on a tangent, but yeah, I had to bring it back around.
Okay, because you started off saying, yeah, you know, I'm starting to date women and stuff now, and I was like, I don't know where this is going.
Oh yeah, that probably wasn't a good start off point.
It's like, where you go with it?
Yeah, I'm just now really starting to date women now.
Yeah.
Nah, I always love women. But it's just my idea of like women and like the ideas you hold to them, and maybe women that get around. It just made me think of like something could have happened to them, because you talk about just making me homophobic. It's a response to something. Even again, the males. We went to school with a lot of assholes, a lot of the toxic guys, but yeah. But some of the toxic guys, you know what I mean, or the super tough guys, that could just be hurt. I'm not making excuses for them, but something could happen to them.
Right.
To make
They could be bad at the crib. You know, they might see their dad, you know, their mom or
so
somebody's abusive, and they like, well, I'm gonna do what I see.
So that's my FawrOut perspective. Now on the spot right there, like you just don't know what things trigger people, what they've been through to make them behave.
I treat all my people I meet. I treat strangers nice. Like if I meet you and I don't know you, I'm really nice. I'm trying to get out your way because I don't know you. You don't know me. I try to be real nice. My friends, you know, I'm an asshole. But if I don't know you, I try to be real quick, right to the point, real polite. Because I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how your day going. I could be the one that said, you know, your whole day could have been bad, and I could have just bumped you and been like, nigga, I ain't saying sorry. I could have set you off. You know, you feel me? You might have, something else might happen that day.
And it just ties back to mental health and people battling depression and, you know, going through things. To put a bow on this, like you just talking about being nice to people you don't know. You know, my thing I've been saying was to be gentle to people's mentals, because you don't know what people are going through. Like when I was mentioning on Facebook to bring back about Shane again, just to go back, because you're talking about being nice to people, I was mentioning being gentle to people's mentals, because you don't know what people are really going through. So I was saying a lot of things that could have triggered or maybe hurt a lot of people. Like a lot of people may have shed tears for Shane being shocked that this happened, but I started thinking too, a lot of those tears could be for themselves too, because they could have been in a position where they might have thought about taking their own life and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear about someone that died of suicide, you know, people that are shocked and sad, you know, a lot of that hurt can also be for the person that passed, sorry for the person that passed, and also could be a reminder maybe a time you were in a bad space or thought that might be your only way out type of thing. So it just goes back to being gentle to people and never knowing what some people are going through. So it is made me think of that when you talk about being nice to strangers and things of that nature.
You got to.
Yeah, so then had to bring it back to Shane again, because we are dedicating this episode to him in the year the rest of this 2023 to Shane and his memory as well.
Oh yeah, the whole year.
And again, to get back into another lighter note, we are looking for a female co-host, a woman to co-host the FawrOut Perspective podcast.
We need y'all opinion, ladies, because we don't know what we talking about half the time. We just up here looking good and just talking, man. That's all we doing.
We do need a woman up here, a woman's perspective. We probably will have
good perspective too.
A few women co-hosts.
We'll be up here just saying shit because I'm gonna call you out.
Yeah, we on our Breakfast Club shit, just having random people be on here as a co-host. But we do want a woman to be a part of this three-person team here. Well, really 4-person team. Shout out to Ebony behind the camera.
Ev, you know.
Yeah, there she go. Yeah, we do want someone to be a part of this with us to offer a woman's perspective. And we're not the podcast that's talking about relationship issues or how men can be better, how women can be better.
Right.
But this wild as a man, bro.
Yeah, those topics might slide in very rare, but yeah, that's not what we're here for.
Hey, bro, my bitch need to be doing this.
Right, bro. That's too much work.
My nigga need to do this. Like,
yeah.
They're so tired, man. You look at other podcasts like white people, they don't really be talking about shit.
Cause they know it's
married,
a code, bro.
For the most part, they got kids.
It's a code, man. It's all
happy.
They trying to separate us, bro.
Yeah,
separate us from our black.
Real money value. Yo, that's a perfect example. That's on Twitter. They talking about the CIA really did their thing with this shit, right?
With that song.
Yeah. But nah, this is not the podcast.
Got a DJ like no.
Yeah, we're not doing hot takes on relationships and black men, black women, who deserves more.
Right.
Why this ain't that. High value. We're not doing that.
High value men, women. We don't care about none of that stuff. You like who you like, man. Fuck with who fuck with you. That's it.
Fuck with who fuck with you.
Fuck with who fuck with you, man. That's it.
Yeah, the whole point of this is really, again, it's not just a podcast, but the whole point of this is to promote the message of FawrOut. The slogan is for the talented, unique, and misunderstood. I'm always going to say that. So you may see an artist on here, somebody that do music, somebody that does poetry, somebody that paints, somebody that owns a business, some sort of super dope creative that, somebody that embodies what it is to be yourself and unique and FawrOut. So, we do strive to interview people such as that for this year. Like even my brother, boy Kevin, that was going to be on today as a therapist. He's the plant poppy on Instagram, right out of Charlotte. He has a pretty strong following, over 100,000 followers. So
Kevin?
Kevin. Yeah, you probably need a woman to help steer this ship with us, this FawrOut ship. So.
We lost. We need you. We need you, lady.
Yeah. So just to offer a woman's perspective on things. We do plan to have artists again, different creatives, people that we think are FawrOut, and again, talented, unique, and misunderstood. So that's all we're really trying to push under this media umbrella. This is just one part of it. Gonna do more 60-second clips to highlight more creative people that do dope shit. And merch, again, I keep mentioning that, but Shane was a person that was helping with that as well. So
yeah,
you'll see some of his ideas come to life. So you'll probably see #LL Shane a lot, probably on all of our posts for the rest of the year.
Everything, get some hats and all that.
Absolutely, that's why the New York hat. This was Shane. Shout out to Fitted CLT. We did a 60 seconds on them. He connected me with Gio from there. The guy from Harlem. You should look them up on Instagram. They got great fits. Nick told me apparently no tacky blackie or whatever the under the hat, under the brim.
That sounds racist. I don't know about that one.
He basically it gotta be gray or green. Like don't wear no. I forgot what he called it. The one that got black under. Yeah, you good.
I'm about to say, hold up, bro. What Nick, bro? Cook him on this podcast.
Yeah, no tacky black. I forgot something about black.
That's racist. I don't like that.
I kind of butchered it, but yeah, I forget. It'll come to me later. But,
tacky blackie.
Yeah, probably definitely tacky blackie. But yeah, Fitted CLT, they get you right. They do have the dope fitteds with the gray, green, whatever. They got dope shit over there. Shane connecting with them. So yeah, shout out to them. We did a 66 on them. So again, it's all creators. We need a woman to help us steer this.
You feel me, lady? Like women, you get up here. You feel me? We professional. We ain't gonna try to fuck with your number. You feel me?
I'm gonna talk to you directly. We went to middle school with. You know what I mean?
Hold up.
I know you be giving Wawa a lot of hell. You're welcome on here. I know you're probably gonna see this. You're welcome to just chop it up with us.
Talk
these
shit.
Days. But yeah, it's the first episode of the year. We're in a new space. Thank you, Gavin, for being so courteous and responsive and
this is
a really great host. This is a really dope space. If you guys
good stuff right here.
Yeah, if you're in Charlotte, just go on Pure Space.
Get this at the house.
Yeah. I'm not shy about or shouting out where we're at. So
yeah.
This is a really dope space we're at right now. So happy 2023. We're gonna put a bow on this, but happy 2023. Love on your loved ones. Check on your strong friends.
Strong friends, talk to somebody.
Let them know they have a space. You know what I mean?
Yeah. we gotta be more open, men. Well, not I'm gonna say men. I ain't gonna say just black men. We need to be more open with our guy friends and stop just having these dumbass sports conversations all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm a part of those conversations too. But we also, just need to, just check in. Ask them, what's really going on, bro. Like, how we always be like, oh, I'm good. Shit straight. Like, nah, like for real. Like, how is it for real? You really need to talk to.
I feel like we got that though. Like,
yeah, we do.
Like,
we're good.
I'll talk to Evan.
I'm talking about other groups.
Yeah, other groups. Yeah, it can't be limited to sports and bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Say, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's
the language.
Those are the main two topics.
But it gotta be. It's more to life than that. You know what I mean?
It's a lot more.
Don't base your achievements or how you feel about yourself as a man on how many women you slept with. That's pointless.
Yeah.
That's the only thing Kevin Samuels ever said that I really agree with. He said stop like placing value or your accomplishments or achievements on your dick. Like
that's not gonna take you nowhere.
It means nothing. Like me and my cousin were talking this week about just things, people we don't want to be like, that we saw growing up. And as a man, you should be about having shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let everything else come to you. So have your priorities together, man.
You got to, man. You got to. I stopped hanging out with. Well, I still fuck with everybody, but I stopped hanging out with certain people. Just for the simple fact is, I feel like some people are just comfortable where they at. Mm-hmm. I'm not, so I'm not going. I want to sit around and talk about the past all day. Like, I'm worried about my future.
It's okay to reflect on that, but you gotta.
Yeah. But every time I meet you, we talking about, you remember high school, you remember college,
you
remember we did this. Like, that's cool. But what else? What else we talking about? How we gonna make some money together?
Right. Like I be telling you, like it's cool to reflect on that, but like I like to talk about stuff we just did or something current or something going on.
Right. So, something I'm doing now in the present. What's going on in the future? Talk about that. Don't tell me about Keisha back in college that
got
crazy
4 kids now.
Yeah. That you hit before she had 4 kids.
Yeah,
that don't matter, bro. That shit don't matter. She probably happy now, and you still out here.
Yeah, get out the past, man.
Get out the past.
Get your priorities together, man.
You 30, not 60. Get out the past.
I'm still in my 20s, baby. But I'll be
29, man. I hate these niggas, man.
I'm still in my 20s, baby. But I'll be 30 in the March. Shout out to the Aries.
2 months. This nigga's 30.
Shout out to all the Aries, but. I think we did it. I think this is a good episode. I think
we hit everything.
I think we did it. I think we came here to do what we came here to do. We'll sign off here. Shout out to Ebony behind the camera.
Ladies, we got refreshments. Come on now. You ain't ate all day, girl. Come get some refreshments.
Yeah, we gonna close this out. Still making our pitch, but we'll start. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Who will be a great co-host with us? We could be Charlotte's breakfast club.
I know you hungry. Ain't nobody take you out on dates no more. They tired of your games.
You stupid.
Come get these refreshments.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. I'm Curt Architect, man.
It's your boy Wa2timez.
Thank you for listening. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And keep being FawrOut. Keep being yourself.
Don't be hungry.